You see, cancer cannot get a hold on the body if the liver's working in optimum performance.
Barbara O'Neill, an Australian health educator who is well known throughout the world for emphasizing the body's inherent capacity for healing, will be our instructor. The liver is the main topic of this video. Did you know that cancer can be prevented by a healthy liver?
You see, cancer cannot get a hold on the body if the liver's working in optimum performance. The liver is the largest internal organ in the body, and the liver is the only organ in the body that has the ability to regrow. So environmental poisons coming into the body, everything goes straight to the liver. And if it's toxic, the liver says, whoa, nasty guy, wrap him up in fat and store him. And if the liver looks at it and says, no, we can break that down to a state that can be easily released, that is what it will do.
Detoxification is one of the primary goals of Barbara O'Neill's program at the Living Springs Retreat. The program offers a variety of detoxification drinks to help the body get rid of waste.
Can you see that we are nutritionally supporting your liver to effectively detoxify you?
9 drinks that are offered at Barbara's health retreat will be discussed in this video. We'll give you the recipe specifics so you can easily prepare these at home.
Lemon, the humble lemon, has a great tonic effect. Lemon is one of the best tonics for the liver. So having a warm lemon water in the morning has a nice tonic effect on the liver. Also, lemon alkalizes the tissues, so it's a nice drink to have in the morning to help the tissues alkalize.
Should anyone be worried about potential acid reflux from consuming lemon water first thing in the morning, heed Barbara's advice.
I would have a look at when it was drunk, how it was drunk. Sometimes if too much is drunk all at once, there can be the feeling of it coming up. So I would suggest to that person, try sipping that glass of lemon water over maybe 20 minutes instead of drinking it all at once and seeing if that makes a difference. Sometimes if lemon water is taken too close to a meal, it can cause that. So I would investigate to find out when they were taking it and how they were taking it.
The process of making lemon water is really easy. All you have to do is put some fresh lemon slices in a cup and pour in some kettle-boiled water. You might also sample one of Barbara's drinks at her retreat if you're looking for something more unique.
You only had aloe lemon water this morning.
Each morning, the visitors are given aloe water, would help cleanse the liver, and aloe is excellent for any digestive problems, such as intestinal lining irritation, bitter herbs for liver detoxification tea.
You might have heard the old saying, bitter to the mouth, sweet to the stomach, and sweet to the mouth, bitter to the stomach. Well, you apply that to the liver. Bitter to the mouth, a sweet tonic to the liver. Now, there are a couple of herbs that you might be interested to know that specifically have a tonic effect on the liver. So let's look at some bitter herbs. Dandelion. Dandelion is a well-known liver herb. How can we eat the dandelion? Well, there's a recipe in Europe. They make this wonderful hot potato salad. They cook the potatoes and then they chop them up hot into hunks, and then they chop up heaps of dandelion, and then they put lots of olive oil, crushed garlic and salt. Just imagine that. Doesn't that sound yum? Now what you can also do, you can buy the dandelion root that's been roasted. So that's like a dandelion coffee. And you can buy a delicious drink in the health food shop, and we sell it at Misty, called chai dandelion. A lot of people will drink chai tea, but the tea of course has the tannin and the caffeines in it. But chai dandelion is a delicious drink. A lot of people don't like herb teas because they say they're tasteless and bland. Not chai dandelion. Chai dandelion is a delicious drink, and it has a whole lot of herbs and spices with it to give it that beautiful flavour. You can have the fresh dandelions scattered through your salads, or you can make your hot potato salad with lots of dandelion in it, the leaves, or you can buy the dandelion root roasted and have that as a hot drink. Also St. Mary's thistle. St. Mary's thistle is also called milk thistle.
Drinking milk thistle tea is one of the most popular ways to take milk thistle. Making tea at home is simple, and it can be bought as tea bags or as loose or powdered seeds and leaves. For 5 to 10 minutes, steep a tea bag, or, if not using a tea bag, 1 teaspoon of loose tea in 1 cup of boiling water. Before consuming the tea with food milk, drain it. The seeds are roasted to be used as a coffee substitute, and the leaves and petals are used as a salad vegetable and in place of spinach.
And gentian, this is not as well known. Gentian is also an incredibly bitter herb.
Another extremely bitter herb is gentian. The bitter chemicals found in gentian, especially gentiopicroside and amarogentin, are thought to promote liver and intestinal health. Gentian is commonly consumed as a tea or tincture to support liver health. When using a tincture, take it as directed on the label, which is often 20 to 30 drops diluted in water before meals. In order to promote the development of digestive enzymes and bioproduction, steep 1 to 2 grams of the dried root in hot water for approximately 10 to 15 minutes and consume it half an hour before meals. Before beginning any new herbal supplement, make sure it is suitable for your particular health needs by speaking with your healthcare professional. Ginger.
And a sweet bitter is ginger. So your 10 o'clock juice, which is Granny Smith apple and ginger, I think it's one of the nicest, has a nice stimulating effect to the blood.
1 or 2 apples and a ½ or 1 slice of ginger are the usual ingredients in a ginger and apple juice recipe, usually served with water to your preferred consistency and half a lemon. Another ginger-based beverage is frequently offered for detoxification at Barbara's Resort.
Well, at Living Springs we do juices every 2 hours. The main juice is 80% carrot, 10% apple, 10% celery, and that can be taken every 2 hours. Sometimes we add a bit of cucumber, sometimes we add a few more greens, sometimes we add a bit of ginger, sometimes a little bit of beet or beetroot. So we alternate the juices a little bit. So 2 days on juices is a great detox.
Colon tea. To effectively remove waste and pollutants, the liver depends on a healthy colon, which lessens the effort associated with detoxification. It gains from the colon's support of a balanced gut microbiota, which inhibits the synthesis of toxic chemicals that can harm the liver. In order to prevent systemic inflammation and guarantee effective biorecycling, the liver also depends on healthy gut function. Furthermore, the colon's function in nutrient absorption and endotoxin reduction benefits the liver by shielding it from inflammation and harm. Thus, Barbara serves colon tea to the visitors at her health retreat.
So if you're not evacuating every day, please see the staff and they'll give you a little bit more of the colon tea. And the herbs that we offer you are herbs in the form of colon tea. We call it colon tea because they are herbs that gently stimulate, revive and restore the function of the colon.
How is Barbara's colon tea made? Barbara's colon tea is made by combining 3 parts buckthorn bark, 2 parts licorice root, and 1 part Cascara sagrada bark. Add 1 teaspoon of this mixture to 1 cup of water. Cover and simmer for 30 minutes. Allow to cool and filter. The tea should be kept refrigerated. Drink the following amounts on an empty stomach before bed to treat irregularities. If you go once a day, take a 1/3 cup. If you go every 2 days, take half a cup. And if you go every 3 days, take 1 cup at lunch and before bed. Protein drinks from Barbara. There are 2 main stages to the liver's detoxification process. In phase 1, toxins are converted into less dangerous compounds by enzymes such as cytochrome P450, frequently through oxidation, reduction, or hydrolysis. There are instances when these intermediary metabolites are more harmful. These intermediate compounds are further modified through conjugation reactions in step 2, which results in their water solubility. Since they supply the required substrates for conjugation processes, proteins or amino acids are crucial for the liver's phase 2 detoxification. Phase 2 involves the conjugation of hazardous intermediates from phase 1 with amino acid-derived compounds such as taurine, glycine, glutathione, and others. As a result of this conjugation process, the poisons become more soluble in water and can be eliminated through bile or urine. The liver cannot perform these detoxifying functions efficiently in the absence of sufficient amino acids.
So phase 2 needs protein. Now this explains why yesterday on Monday we gave you 2 protein drinks. So you had 5 juices yesterday. Your 8 o'clock one was green barley, 10 was the protein, 12 was green barley, 2 was protein, and your 4 was green barley. Because yesterday your requirements for antioxidants exceeded your liver's requirements for protein. So the protein that we use is a pea protein. It's been pre-digested. One lady said, "Who digested it?" It's an enzyme action, like taking milk to yogurt. That initial breakdown has begun. Remember what the protein does? It mops up those toxic metabolites. Green barley, or liquid chlorophyll, is one of the most potent blood and tissue cleansers there is. So it cleanses the tissues and also heavy metals. So if someone is detoxing from either of these, I would advise taking the chlorophyll or the green barley or some form 3 or 4 times a day. So it depends on what the problem is.
That was the whole list of 9 drinks that detoxify the liver. Keep in mind that liver healing is possible.
Remember, the liver is a recoverable organ, and if you give it the right conditions, it can begin to recover.